Greetings, Slackers. It is February 4th, 2016, and I'm here with some news that, if you haven't heard by now, it's making its way through the mainstream news outlets, and this is about the girl who has been slain by two Virginia Tech students, supposedly, but police investigate social media use of slain Virginia girl by Tom Foreman Jr. and Alan G. Breed. A 13-year-old Virginia girl who apparently climbed out her bedroom window was fatally stabbed the same day she left home, investigators said Tuesday, as officials looked into her social media activity. Nicole Madison Lavelle, who had battled health issues during her short life, was found dead Saturday. Her mother said Tuesday that Nicole was once, as a small child, so ill that doctors said she had just a 1% chance of survival. But Nicole, who also had a liver transplant as a baby, once again beat the odds, said her mother, Tammy Weeks. Now, a Virginia Tech student, David Eisenhower, is accused of kidnapping and murdering the girl. I believe the truth will set me free, he said, according to a police document resulting from his arrest Saturday. That was also the day that Nicole's body was found hidden off a North Carolina road 2 hours south of the Virginia Tech campus. A preliminary case found that her cause of death was stabbing. Commonwealth's attorney Mary Pettit said at the press conference Tuesday afternoon. Pettit said Nicole died January 27th, the same day she went missing. But the truth of what happened to her has been closely guarded by investigators, and officials said little else at the news conference. Another promising engineering major at Virginia Tech also is behind bars. Natalie Keepers will be charged Tuesday with being an accessory before the fact to the first-degree murder, Pettit said. That's in addition to earlier charges that accuse her of helping to dispose of the girl's body. The new charges carry a term of up to life in prison, Pettit said. Pettit said she would not take questions about the investigation. She said her responsibility is to maintain the integrity of investigation and seek justice inside the courtroom. Police are investigating the role social media may have played in Lovell's abduction and death. A neighbor of Nicole said the 7th grader told her children she had snuck out to meet her boyfriend David, an 18-year-old she met online through the Kik messaging app. Neighbor Stacy Snyder said her 8-year-old twins played with Nicole before she vanished. She said they told her Nicole showed them a thread of text. She was talking about this boyfriend she had that was 18 and went to college, and his name was David, and showed some texts off of a Kik and pictures. And that's what the girls told the police officers when they asked, she said. Snyder said she learned all this from her girls only after Nicole vanished. I would have told her mother, but we didn't know about it until she came up missing, unfortunately, she said. Kik Interactive, based in Ontario, Canada, was active in helping the FBI carry out their investigation, spokesman Rod McLeod said. Also, at Kik's request, Apple stopped advertising Kik Messenger as appropriate for kids 9 and older on its iTunes store on Monday. Yes, we did recently ask Apple to change our rating to 12+. This more closely matches the age 13 in our terms of service, McLeod told the AP. Kik, along with Instagram and Snapchat, are particularly popular with younger teens, and it's impossible to keep underage users from signing up. Even kids whose parents closely monitor their activity on sites such as Facebook often use smartphones and other social media where predators lurk, said Adam Lee, special agent in charge of the FBI in Richmond. Kids are crafty, Lee said. They will have one account parents have access to and half a dozen they shield from their parents' view. David Finkenhor, director of the Crimes Against Children Research Center at the University of New Hampshire, agreed that parental oversight is a good thing. We're cautioned against placing too much blame on technology. Although there has been an increase in crimes that have some social media-related nexus to them, the overall level of crime victimization, including sexual assault and kidnapping, and even peer bullying, has declined, Finkelhor said. So it's a complicated picture. Teens who are vulnerable online would be vulnerable in other situations as well, Finkenhor added, especially those who are socially isolated or dealing with some emotional problem, not well supervised, suffering rejection by families or peers. They are looking for support, someone who can give them affirmation. And I'm going to let you finish reading the rest of that. What I will say on this is this. Today, I see a lot of parents purchasing smartphones for their children. And smartphones, unfortunately, create a vulnerability problem. Why? Because it gives children access to the internet, and access to the internet includes exposure to porn and other adult-related type content that I don't think most parents will want their children accessing. So it's up to you parents out there. It's your responsibility to learn about these different web applications and these apps and stuff. Don't just buy your children this technology without looking into it and learning about it yourself. Because in this young girl's case, you know, she used it to reach out to the web. She didn't know who she was talking to. And her naivety, her innocence, you know, allowed her to get caught up in this world. And so I will also turn this around to a lot of you online daters who are using social media platforms to meet people. You know, you never know who you're talking to and who you're sharing information with. And sometimes, you know, you think that you have this dialogue going and you're having this great conversation with someone, and this person could be data mining you, building a profile on you, and could use the information that you potentially supply back against you. Okay, this has personally happened with me, and I had to learn, again, the hard way. I've also known others who this has happened to, and they've had to learn the hard way. Luckily, when this occurred, it wasn't through social media as we know it today. This was like back in the day on some old IRC, you know, chatbot and stuff like that. So, and Yahoo Messenger, these different type of platforms for communication. So, again, be guarded with the information that you provide out here with people that you don't know and have never met in person. And you adults who are buying your children these smartphones, you need to be advised of this as well, because these children, they don't know any better. And you buy a family plan at like AT&T or T-Mobile, whatever, and so you have a data plan that you're all sharing. You don't see what sites or what information it is that they're accessing. You just gave them a smartphone and you let them run with it. And not only that, these smartphones are building profiles on these children by collecting that data and information. Some of these apps are turning that information over to third parties. I don't know if some of you parents are aware of that, but if you are, you definitely want to get these smartphones out of the hands of these children and just get them a dumb phone, because it's all about having a line of communication, and a line of communication doesn't need a data plan just to talk, just to let me know that you made it home from school, just to let me know that where to pick you up, you know, these types of things. So you parents have got to do a lot better job of policing this technology that falls into the hands of your children, because there are predators out here who are looking to exploit the vulnerable, who are looking to exploit the naive, and looking to exploit the stupid. I just wanted to drop that information on you. Please share this with others, because by sharing it, that's how we can reduce these incidences, and there can be a lot less children like this poor girl who come up missing and come up slain. That's going to do it for this article. I'll catch you in the next one. September Man out.